They didn't stop playing this mic. Always they play.
Okay. We're running. Okay, so we are here because we are in total protest of the whole enslavering mentality in this world. Krishna only wants our heart. If we don't want to give our heart to Krishna, then Krishna will give us anything we want. Even he can make us a king or whatever we want. He can supply that. But only if we want him, nothing, nobody else but him, then he's going to open the way towards him through his devotees. So there was no spirituality in my childhood because the Christianity just meant killing animals and enslaving other human beings. Very badly. Very, very recent. It's very recent that so-called Christians killed millions of women, South Americans, in other parts of the world. Their missionary activities was convert or die. Same with Muslims. So I became an atheist. First thing I became an atheist. What the hell I have to do with people like that? So today people say it's Christmas. So we have to go to the original Christians. Original Christians, there is the Gospels of Jesus Christ, of love, Gospel of the 12, certain ones, I forgot they're called apotheosis. No, apotheosis. Apocryph books, they are not accepted by the church, but they are from the same time of where the Bible scriptures were coming. And they speak about reincarnation, they speak about karma, they speak about the soul, they speak about vegetarianism, very clear. And even in that concocted Bible, even there is hints for reincarnation, hints for vegetarianism. There are hints, but it's just kind of, they try to take out the evidences. So therefore, for Jesus, in the name of Prabhupada and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we are recovering the true values of an original Christianity in order to respect them. That was also done by Bhaktivinoda Thakur in Krishna Samhita. Bhaktivinoda Thakur was very generous, and he wanted to show that Savisheshavada. Christianity is speaking Savisheshavada, not Nirvisheshavada. That means they believe God is a father, is a person. Whereas the impersonalists, they deny that. So in that sense, original Christianity is better than impersonalism. Yes. So that's what our gurus say. And so this is a history which we want to share with our brothers who have feelings, even though it's beyond a shadow of a doubt that the Greek society, the Roman society, the so-called empires, and other barbaric cultures in and around there, the Huns, they were all enslaving people, sexually abusing children. That's part of their culture. It's in the books. They're pedophiles with children, and killing the animals, enslaving the enemies. So that is the foundation of Western culture. They haven't changed. That's a real unfortunate situation. They have not changed. Hitler, the USA, this is all the same idea. enslave, take advantage of others, exploit others. So we're celebrating Lord Jesus at the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya. Jai Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he is the one who brought real religion into our life. And theistic, of course. Savisheshavad. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is, without a question of a doubt, he is preaching and teaching Radha Krishna Seva Prem of an incredible profundity. So profound, we can hardly talk about it. It's very secret. Bhagavad Gita is not that secret, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings are going very secret into the love relationship with Krishna in the form of Madhurya Ras and all that. Very, very confidential. But on the other side, it cannot be but. If the Madhurya Ras would not exist, what would give a justification for all the eagerness of conjugal love which exists in this world? There's such an intense, of course it is also the backbone of reproducing the species. So in that sense we can understand that that conjugal relationship is a backbone of life, but there must be something more to it. And that something more you can only find in Krishna Lila in its fulfillment, where Krishna is the Supreme Purusha and everybody else is his Prakriti, is his love, supplying Krishna with loving service under the guidance of his confidential Radharani and associates. So it's very high, very high. If Lord Jesus existed, then I wish he would have known about Madhurya Rasa. Actually, in the West they say they don't know anything about Lord Jesus from 9 to 30 almost. Mm-hmm. So where was he in that time? So the theory is he went to India and studied theology in monasteries. Is it proven? I guess not. But there are hints that it may be. And why not? The Greek people would go to India, have a diplomatic relationship with India. So why somebody from Palestine should not go to India and study? There's absolutely no reason why that should not have happened. It's just a long walk. And these people knew how to walk better than we today. So, in the glory of Christmas, in Krishna consciousness, in Vrindavan, in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement, we're going to read one chapter called Developing Taste Through Grace by Srila Raghunathas Goswami. Yada tava saravaram sarasa bringa sangola sat saruruha kulajvalam maduravari sampuritam sputat sarasshi jakshihe nayana yukma shakshatvabo tadaiva mama lalashayani tavaiva dashyarase. O Devi, whose eyes are as beautiful as two blossoming lotus flowers, when your lake filled with sweet water and splendid with many blossoming lotus flowers and buzzing bees appeared before my eyes, I at once began to yearn for the nectar of direct service to you. Developing taste through grace. In Raganuga Bhajan, one's own sadhana is not of so much importance, but the mercy of the spiritual master is of so much importance. This depends on two reasons. If there is greed, greed is of two kinds. The first is by previous samskaras. When one will take birth, the impression is there already, so he will search for a guru who is a Rasika Vaishnava and of the same category that he is himself. The sadhaka is lower and the guru is so high in that thing. He has some realization in this line. So he will accept him as a guru and now he will follow the line. Nothing opposite of Raganuga Bhakti is there. There are so many bad samskaras, but for them nothing. They are clear-hearted. So they go up very clearly. Those who have samskaras, they don't know who is Rasika, who is Siddhantavid, and they have no greed. The first person has greed from the beginning, because from the last birth he has received it. But for the new sadhaka, greed is not from the last birth. So he will have to hear all these things, and then greed will come. And if the guru is not of that kind, then he will have to try from others. Otherwise he will not be able to enter Raganuga Bhakti. In this Paramartha line, ultimately Vaishnava and Guru are the same. All Vaishnavas are Guru. Like we see with Shyamananda Prabhu, Narottam Das Thakur and Srinivasacharya. What they have from Jiva Goswami. Jiva Goswami ki jai. This is the third day of his festival. So we went out and we chanted for 2 hours on the parade of Jiva Goswami. And Shaunaka was out with his deities. You saw them?
Yeah, I saw.
I didn't see, I was only looking to the cables. So all Vaishnavas are Guru like this. So if anyone has no samskaras from his last birth, then he will have to hear, and from hearing or seeing the deities and so forth, by the grace of Krishna or by Guru, he can develop that taste or that greed. We can easily imagine that Raghunathas Goswami in his last birth had that kind of samskara. So he took Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Swarup Damodar, Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami as his gurus. If we think that he has no samskara from the last birth, then how did he get this greed? By Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu has been stated that by hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam or the Goswami books from a Rasika and Bhavuka Bhakta, greed can come. Or by seeing a very beautifully decorated Vigraha, one can achieve this greed. A very beautiful Vigraha. Actually, the Vigrahas in Imlitala are extremely beautiful and extremely well cared for. You can see that those pujaris have so much caution and care. And the next door in Gopinath Bhavan, the deities are also very beautiful, very, very special. And in Rup Sanatan Gaudiya also, they're very beautiful. Actually, the deities inspire. Raghunathas Goswami is expressing how he got this greed to serve Radhika. He became a dasi of Radhika. He is expressing this verse for both those who have samskaras from past birth and for those who have samskaras from this birth. He came from Orissa, Jagannath-puri, because his guru, Swarup Damodar, and also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, everyone had left this world. Raghunathas Goswami had decided to leave his body by jumping from Giriraj Govardhan. Not a nice idea. Why would he want to jump from Govardhan? But Rupa Goswami took him as his younger brother and very lovingly gave his association to Raghunath. Rupa Goswami ordered him, you should live at Radhakunda and do all the practices that we are doing. He also said to him that Radhakunda is not a mere pond, but it is a very swarupa of Srimati Radhika. Srimati Radhika is herself transformed into Radhakunda in Krishna Kunda. Rupa Goswami brought Raghunathas Goswami there and he managed everything there. After some time, Sanatana Goswami built a bhajan kutir for him because he saw tigers coming and going. He told him to do bhajan at night in the hut. Raghunathas Goswami had faith in his guru. Rupa Goswami, that Radhakunda is surely Srimati Radhika, so he was thinking, I should be here and do my practice here. He was then always crying and rolling on the bank of the Kunda. Rupa Goswami has given so much causeless mercy to Raghunathas Goswami.
I heard it was Sanatan Goswami who was dealing with Raghunath Goswami. Here it is written Rupa Goswami.
Who was what?
Sanatan Goswami was dealing with Raghunath.
Dealing? I'm sure they dealt both with them.
But here only Rupa Goswami is mentioned.
No, Sanatana Goswami also mentioned.
Yeah, but you said also Rupa. He mentioned something from Rupa. From both.
Anyhow, from Radhakunda to Terkadam is a nice walk. Quite a nice walk.
Oh, it's very long.
A walk. And then to walk to Sanatana Goswami's Bhajan Kutir in Nandagaon, that is also close by. So they are both. It's not a big deal. From Terkadam to Pavan Sarovar, half an hour maximum. No deal for them. I prefer not to say much about this because this is very high, about Rasik, Bhaktas, and their greed.
Exactly.
And their greed. And so I cannot speak about that. I can only pray for that mercy. So therefore I like very much what is said here. This depends on two reasons. In Raga, Nuga, Bhajana, one's own sadhana is not of so much importance, but the mercy of the spiritual master is of so much importance. So, really, Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he was definitely an extraordinary revolutionary in this process. And whatever he gave to us, opening temples, printing books, and doing so many things, of course they take a lot of energy. A lot of energy. And that energy is bhakti energy, because if you do this for the spiritual master, I never printed a book for myself or opened a place for myself. Everything was for Prabhupada. So in that sense, all that work is also part. And Achyutalal Bhatta told us the other day when we visited him that if you want to see Vrindavan clean and you're actually cleaning, that is Raganuga Bhakti. So I was happy to hear that. But anyway, this real greed, that greed, as it is clearly said here, can only be obtained by the mercy of the spiritual master. So here we are praying to our spiritual master today from Yamuna Kunja on this day, that the true spiritual greed may arise in our heart. Please, Prabhupada, please, Bhakti Rakakshidamaj, please, Parampara. What did your Guru, did you have any conversations with your Guru Dev about these type of topics? No. How long you were with your Guru Dev?
3 years, more than that.
3 years, but you were very small. How old were you?
14 years.
14. Yeah, you were the kid in the ashram.
Yes. I was kid
The
in the
kid
ashram.
in the ashram.
But in those days, he was teaching me Jaiva Dharma.
But Jaiva Dharma has all these topics.
He was so inclined to teach me Jaiva Dharma. He arranged 5 classes for me to teach me Jaiva Dharma.
5 classes a day?
Yes, for
Oh.
me. And every day in the morning and evening Aarti, he used to speak to me specially. In Gaudiya Mission, they have Guru Aarti in the morning and evening, both.
Guru Puja.
Guru Puja. And they go to Gurudev, and then after Guru Aarti, everyone used to leave, and he used to have me sitting down on the floor and tell me so many things. One day I remember I felt sleepy and some, like my eyes got closed, and he shouted, "Hey, I'm speaking to you," and he was sleeping. But he was so kind. He was so kind.
Bring me the Prapanachivanamritam. We're going to read one more of the slokas of Prapanachivanamritam.
But don't make it long, this
No,
class.
not class. Will not be long. Just reading this verse because we want to start reading that. And you have not read Prapanachivanamritam. It is Prabhupada's favorite book. Oh, you were not there when I told that story yesterday.
Yeah, I was not yesterday, day before yesterday you were telling it here.
That Prabhupada's name was written in there.
Bhakti Siddhanta.
Yes. Yes. So you were really a kid then with your Guru Dev. Were there other students of your age with him?
No, no one. Everyone was elder. Everyone. The only small boy was me.
And what about Sannyasi Maharaj? Was he there at that time?
No, he was in Kurukshetra at that time. No.
No, the white one, the white book, Prapanajivanamrita. He was not even there.
He was in Kurukshetra at that time.
Oh, he was in another branch. And the Kurukshetra branch was opened by Srila Bhakti Rakakshida Maharaj.
Oh, really?
Yes.
The mission branch, Gaudiya mission
Yes,
branch.
because before they were all one.
Oh. So Bhakti Rakshak Siddhar Maharaj came from Gaudiya mission, not from Chaitanya Math.
They were one.
They were one before Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada.
Yes, they were one. Kurukshetra was opened when they were one.
Oh, That time, okay. Acha.
And after the Prabhupada left, then Srila Sridhar Maharaj was with Bhagbaza.
Okay. Oh, you will.
Because Bhagbaza was the main center. Chaitanya Math didn't have separate places yet. Mayapur was not separate. So they were definitely united there. So we are reading now every day a verse from this nectarian collection of Upakramamritam, the prelude. Ati alvachina rupopi prachinanam susham matam shlokam katipayan atra chaharami satam mude. A humble petition. Despite my disqualification for the satisfaction of the pure devotees, I have compiled in this book an anthology of stanzas that are well established by our predecessors. Yesterday we read this, Tatvak Vivargo. I said that is the most important verse, that whether perfectly or imperfectly composed, it can reach the heart when there's the proper attitude. Then, O learned personality, this treatise, composed of the divine qualities of Lord Hari, will fulfill your cherished wishes, despite the fact that it is presented by me, a very insignificant person. Does not the fire ignite from pieces of wood rubbed together by a low-born barbarian dissipate the impurities in gold? That's a nice example. A low-class person can rub the wood and rub the wood. Fire will come, and then that fire will take away the impurities in gold. So in other words, we all have a good hope.
Yeah.
All have a good hope. We can all participate. And in this way, we will also finish our class here today and send the greatest best wishes to all our friends who are on this Christmas day somewhere celebrating the Vaishnava feast, the Vaishnava celebration. Like in some of our temples in South America, today they have like a festival of giving gifts to each other. Just a beautiful day. Because it's such a in the Western world it's so hyped up